everybody, and welcome to another Doctor Who video, and today I shall be taking a look at the season 15 story, The Image of the Fendahl, which was written by Chris Boucher, who also wrote the fantastic Robots of Death and the slightly less appreciated The Face of Evil in the previous season, as well as contributing to other multiple books in the expanded universe. So again, like in The Mind of Evil, I shan't do a full showcase of the Blu-ray set. I will just do a showcase of the disc itself and the contents of the disc on the Blu-ray set. It's a very, very nice artwork again, as all of these collection sets are. Inside you've got a nice picture of E.J. Jameson as Mila of the disc or image on the Fendahl. It would have been nice if maybe they'd have put the skull in there or something, or maybe maybe a picture of Fendahl by herself. There's the booklet. And on this disc, you get audio commentaries with Tom Baker, Louise Jameson, Wanda Fentham, Thea, who was in The Faceless Ones, and is also Benedict Cumberbatch's mother, and Edward Arthur, who plays Adams. Infotext making of documentary with actors Louise Jameson, Wanda Fentham, Edward Arthur, script editor Anthony Reid, visual effects designer Colin Mapson or Mason, deleted and extended scenes behind the sofa horror featurette, Tom Talks, Tom Baker on life, the universe and everything, BBC Trails and continuities, Emu's Broadcasting Company, which is a spoof, a commentary trailer for the Sunmakers, photo gallery and PDF archive, and we've got some nice artwork for the image of the Fendahl. So that was the showcasing of the image of the Fendahl complete. So now onto my full thoughts and opinions on the story. This is a fantastic story yet again, and kind of continues the traditions of the Hinchcliffe and Holmes era, though I think Robert Holmes is still the script editor at this point in the show, and it still kind of continues in that rich gothic horror tradition. This is a very atmospheric story, particularly in the first half, and in particular episode 1, it's sort of there's this kind of rich kind of sense of dread building up throughout the story every time they activate the scanner or someone's left alone with the skull. I kind of really like episode 1's cliffhanger. I think it's going to end on this kind of close-up shot of the Doctor in the mist, so I just love the atmosphere in the story, different around the house, and also really enjoy some of the folklore elements and kind of elements of kind of British horror films I thought were being made in this period, because there is kind of references to kind of cult worship, particularly one of the scientist characters who kind of unveils himself to be a member of this sort of creepy organisation and want to help out the Fendahl, which I think is kind of really nicely executed. Kind of maybe it's kind of a little symptomatic of things like Kill List, but yeah, it's sort of very nicely done here. I really enjoy other characters in this story. The scientist character, I think played by Dennis Lill, Dr. Fendahl, he's very nice to watch and very nicely written, and all of his narrations are interesting. Like one of the Bentham's a character, I think her name's here in the story, because I think she is kind of really nicely written, and particularly the bits where she gets particularly at the bits where she gets taken over by the Fendahl itself. I really like how they don't give her much dialogue. That's all kind of conveyed through this kind of weird ghostly presence, which the actor has, which kind of amplifies the creepy atmosphere in this story. I enjoy all of the cliffhangers in this. Like I said previously, episode 1's cliffhanger is very good, and also enjoy episode 2's cliffhanger where the Doctor just kind of touches the skull and gets absorbed by the skull's power, which I think was really good. Tom Baker's fantastic in the story, like he's very clearly still in the prime, or in his prime, I should say, as the Doctor, and kind of enjoying the part and taking kind of moments to inject humour into the role, which I really appreciate. Alila's also very good in the story as well, and I really like the active role that she plays in this. And I also really like other moments of comedy, which are portrayed in the story. Tom Baker, a bit of fun and other members of the cast, because there are moments where I do get a chuckle out of some of the lines which the characters say. And I guess the only real negative I have in the story is that the ending, while not rushed, does kind of come a bit out of the blue, because yes, while the soul is an element of folklore, it does sort of seem a little bit too easy, if that makes sense. Like there should have been more of a science fiction or a more interesting explanation to the ending of the story, but apart from that, I really enjoy it. So that was a review of the image of the Fendahl. Fantastic bit of Doctor Who. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. So have a nice day, everybody.